I feel like I just had to jump out. Oh my gosh, this is really...
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
And here we go.
Pretty much every RV brand or every fifth wheel brand in existence makes some sort of 2-bedroom model where the second bedroom is somewhere in the middle of the RV, which is in the RV world considered a mid-bunk.
This Solitude is one of the most luxurious ones that we've seen so far.
Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. This is the 2023 Grand Design Solitude 378 MBS, and you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. I do want to mention, if you are looking for a mid-bunk model with a loft above the mid-bunk, this is not the model for you. So just keep that in mind. You can exit out of this video right now because this one does not have a loft over that mid-bunk. However, that is going to make that mid-bunk feel a lot larger and more like a designated living space, whether it be a bedroom, office, whatever you want to use it for. So as we go through the outside here, this fifth wheel is about 42 feet. It's actually 41 feet 9 inches exactly, and we'll look at the specs really quick and then go over towing vehicle information. Unloaded, this is 14,420 pounds. You have a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,800 pounds, 2,320 pound cargo carrying capacity on this fifth wheel. So, I mean, I would certainly recommend a 1-ton truck for this size fifth wheel. This is a heavy fifth wheel. It's built really well. It's 101-inch wide body construction with solid hardwood construction on the inside for your cabinetry and drawers. So it's heavy, and a 1-ton is definitely going to be the most safe option for you towing something like this, whether it's a single wheel or a dually. You just want to be careful and make sure that you're really looking at the specs, especially the payload capacity. Your payload capacity is directly related to the hitch weight of this fifth wheel, which we saw in the specs there. So you want to make sure your payload capacity is pretty well above what your hitch weight on this fifth wheel is. So that's something to look at as well. Now, as we go along the outside, you have a really nice molded fiberglass one-piece front cap. No windshield on this unit, so don't have to worry about having that glass up front. Then you have the nice LED lights that come down and have a nice design there with the way those are built in. Have a MORryde pin box up front. So this is certainly one of the best pin boxes you're gonna see on a fifth wheel coming out of a factory standard. Really good bushings in here to make sure that this absorbs a lot of that shock as you go up and down the road, and has ways to mitigate that shake and rattle as you go up and down the road. Light switch here for your LED lights, little touches where you have the rubber cap on there to protect that from any dust and debris on the road. And then down underneath here, all of your storage space with your spot for your 2 batteries there as well. You also have some of your, like your inverter is up underneath there. So that's where your inverter runs there. And that's gonna be all of your electrical equipment. You have a drop frame on this fifth wheel. It is a full profile fifth wheel. So you can see this drop frame right there. And you have an LED light strip underneath the frame, which I really like. Something a lot of people, you know, maybe if you haven't been camping before, don't know how practical that is. But like my family, when we go camping, especially at night or at the end of the day, we throw a lot of things like our patio chairs and maybe tables that we collapse down for the night or whatnot. We throw them all underneath our fifth wheel. So that helps just being able to see underneath there and know what you're looking at, whether it's early in the morning, you're trying to get something, or if you're just putting stuff in there or under there at the end of the day. Plus, a lot of times too, our dogs even like to go lay underneath the fifth wheel. So that gives some lighting underneath there to be able to see. Then down under here, you have your 30-pound propane bottle. So you're gonna have a 30-pound propane bottle on this side, 30-pound on the other side. Through here, you have your pass-through storage compartment, and you do have LED light strip in here as well, so you can see in here better. This is climate controlled underneath here as well. You have central vac hookups to vacuum outside, and then you do have an access panel to be able to get to your heating and water lines down back behind here. So quick, easy access to that. And then next to it, you get a little outside kitchen area as well. So this is something that not all mid bunks offer, where you get this pretty good sized refrigerator outside, and this has a Suburban, what looks like to be a griddle cooktop. Yep, you're gonna have a griddle that flips over here. It's not the biggest griddle ever, but they give you something, and it's really nice and convenient to have this tabletop space with outlets here. It can plug phones in, or if you want to put a TV here, you have that option as well. You have a spray port on your campsite as well. This is really nice, being able to have a campsite water source and outlets there. Can't tell you how many fifth wheels I've seen that do not have a water source on the campsite. It's always on the non-campsite. So like seeing that as well. Magnet latches on your doors to hold them up and in place. And then these are slam latch doors. So you just let them go and they slam shut. Down underneath here, you have a fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above the enclosed underbelly, above the insulation. So whenever your furnace is running, it is sending heat into that cavity so that your water tanks and water lines don't freeze. Plus, you have 12-volt heat pads on your water tanks as well to make sure that when you're towing down the road and your furnace isn't running, or if you just need that little extra bit of support, you have the electric heat source for those water tanks as well. Looking up on the roof, you can see you have 2 solar panels up there. So lots of solar capacity. Those look like they're pretty big panels too. Those are probably at least 200 or 220 watt panels, it looks like. It's even possible they could be 300 watt panels. I might have to get up there and look at them and see. But nonetheless, you have 2 panels up there, gonna be a lot of solar capacity, keeping your batteries charged. Keep in mind that is not going to run your entire RV off of solar. Solar is a very complex thing. Electrical systems in RVs are very complex things. If you want to learn more about just electrical systems in RVs, I do have a book on our website, firmlyunbound.com. That is our introduction to RVs and our RV Buyer's Guide collection. And the frequently asked questions, I go in depth about electrical systems in RVs, solar in RVs, and answer some of those questions there. So you can go check that out. And that can be found at firmlyunbound.com, or there's a link down below in the description of this video as well. Down underneath here, you have your Cooper H-rated tires. So these are some of the best tires you are going to find in a fifth wheel coming out of a factory with the H-rated tires there. I haven't seen anything better than these. And then you have a MORryde CRE 3000 suspension system, so also a very good suspension system as well. You have rack and pinion style hydraulic slide outs for all of your big slides, and then your bedroom slide will have a Schwintek slide out mechanism. Frameless windows on all of your windows around here, so it gives it a really nice clean look. You have your outdoor speakers at ear level, so that's nice. They're not way up high blasting your entire campsite. They're at your ear level here. And they're Rockford Fosgate marine grade speakers. LED lighting down underneath this portion as well, so love that they added that in. Again, just those little touches that shows they just put care and attention into what they're building, giving features that really make sense and help out with your camping experience. Ladder to get up onto the roof, prepped for a backup camera as well. And then you do have a towing hitch off the back that is rated for 3,000 pounds, so you can tow off the back as well. Brake lights and reverse lights on this fifth wheel. Again, we are at McClains RV Superstore, so if you are interested in purchasing this RV, you can text us at the number on the screen. You'll be able to see the different locations that McClains has. They are located in Texas and Oklahoma. They are one of the few dealerships that we sought out to work with just based off of the quality of products that they carry, like this Solitude that we're looking at, and their reputation with customer service and every experience that we had with them as well. Talking to over a dozen different dealerships, really felt like they were one of the best ones in Texas to work with. So you can text us at the number on the screen if you are interested in a fifth wheel like this and you are in the Texas or Oklahoma areas and are ready to start seriously shopping for your next RV. Come back behind here, you have your power position here right in the middle of the fifth wheel, which is nice, so it's not too far forward or too far back. Going to make it pretty versatile for this 25-foot power cable to reach wherever your power supply may be at your campsites. And as we go back this way, you can see the bedroom slide with the Schwintek slide mechanism. I have 2 doors here with how this opens, and I like that you don't have to duck under anything to get to your water compartments here. So you can stand up straight. Comes with a water filter built in, so that's another nice, more premium feature that you don't see on every fifth wheel in this price range. Have the Nautilus water management system, a very clean, confined, and concise water system here. Gives you your legend that shows you how to configure all these switches to do what you're wanting to do. And then you have outlets and cable plugins here as well. You do have a power cord reel here. Now this is gonna be a power cord reel just for placing your power cord when you're in transit. This isn't actually like where it'll plug in at. You will have to take the reel off of this, or the cord off this reel to plug it in. So, but it does have that to retract it up into when you're in transit. Gives it a place for you to store it. And then this here is gonna be your auto leveling controls. And then you have a 30-pound propane bottle behind that door there. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. Underneath here, you also have a spot to store your sewer hose. And that is pretty much everything on the outside there. If I missed anything or if there's anything that you want to know, let me know down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer that, or somebody else in this community of viewers might have an answer for you as well. So use that comment section for that and source additional information there. And let's go take a look at the inside. Now, as we walk inside of this Solitude model, again, you have the solid steps here. So these are going to be a solid step, making contact with the ground as you go inside, making it nice and firm. And then open this door up. Notice here, they added a little latch there that is gonna be good for putting like a leash on or something along those lines. Also have a magnet latch here for the door. Exact length on this one, again, is 41 feet, 9 inches on this exact model that we're looking at. So that magnet there will hold the door open. You have a white screen door here that will disconnect. And then these steps are strut assisted. So you see that little strut right there. That's going to mean they're weightless as you move these up and down. Also want to point out, you just have this little push tab there that's going to make adjusting these legs way easier than a pull pin that you see on some other different solid step brands. So really like that. And then as we come inside, the first thing I want to point out right away is you have a spot to put your shoes. So a designated area right there. And I'm actually going to take my shoes off and put them in there, make sure they actually fit. So let's slide these up underneath here. And my size 11.5 shoes definitely fit under there, which is nice. And then here's Adriana with her shoes. Have a his and hers.
Thought I'd join.
Yep, and it looks like you could even fit, you know, multiple pairs underneath there, especially if you stacked them on top of each other or something like that. If your shoes are small enough, like maybe Vans. So yeah, so we'll have our shoes down underneath there as we walk through this fifth wheel. Adriana, want to say hi to everybody?
Hey guys.
So what do you think as we walk through this model, as we've kind of taken a look at it already? What are your thoughts?
I honestly think this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think the design was very well thought out.
Yeah.
So much cabinet space. Y'all will see that later.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you just feel the like full-time, like, you know, RV living sort of features that are added in here.
You can definitely tell this is full time.
Yeah.
Just with the extra little additions they added.
Yeah.
It just feels very like broad and big in here.
Yeah, it does. So we'll start with kind of working our way around here. I want to explain real quick why a lot of people like mid bunks and why it's something that a lot of people seek after if you don't know already. But traditionally, when you have like a bunk room or 2 bedrooms and a fifth wheel, the only 2 ways that you get them usually is having one on the back wall, which we obviously don't have here, or you have it in the middle area of the fifth wheel right behind this wall, like we'll see in a little bit. Now, when they put the second bedroom back on this side, you usually get a very confined living room space. Mm-hmm. At best, you're typically going to see something like a dinette table and recliners there. You won't have any more than that because you're going to have a bunk room over here. So it removes that sofa. There are some exceptions to this rule, but they're very limited in options out there. So with a mid-bunk model, you get this traditional fifth wheel style layout with the island, and you get all of this seating where you have seats for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potentially in this living room area. So that is what really brings people to a model like a mid-bunk where they want all this additional sleeping space with that second bedroom. So that's something just to consider when you're looking at different 2-bedroom models, what you want. Now, as we work our way around here, I know you're gonna have comments on the chairs.
I do love this color.
Yeah.
I like how they mixed in the colors, and it just looks like a comfy chair.
It looks really comfy. It's different than any other chairs that we see in fifth wheels.
It's gravitating.
It
I want to come sit here.
Yeah. And also, if, just so you know, with Solitude, they do offer a sofa color that pretty much almost exactly matches that color there. So in here, we're seeing their more grayish brown color sofa, but you can also get this model ordered with a sofa and recliners that match that color if that is your preference. With that being said, as we move through here, you're going to see down underneath here, this is a legless table, so it is secured into the sidewall, so there's no legs down underneath here. Solid stained hardwood table there, so good quality. Show you some of these features here real quick on this Solitude. One of the biggest ones that I really like is all three of your ACs are ducted together. That is something where I've seen a lot of other models in this same price range or very close to it, where this third AC is actually a drop down AC, meaning it's not ducted into the system. It just dumps air down into this area. Two things. One, that means you're not getting that additional airflow into your ducting system. But two, those drop down AC units are also noisier. So this is going to give you three ACs running at the same time that is a lot more quiet. In fact, all three ACs are currently running. And my guess is you probably can't hear them on the microphone right now, which is what we hope for and what we always like to see, especially in these higher end fifth wheels. Come with a really good MORryde package for towing, which we looked at outside, and then their insulation is great, definitely ready to live in full time if that's something that you want to do. You're going to have all the capabilities to be able to do that with how this is constructed. It's 101 inch wide body construction, so you're going to have that extra width here as well. And those are just some of the key features there on this Solitude.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that there is something underneath here. What is this for?
That is to open the windows.
Oh, okay.
So let's actually open this window real quick just so we can show how these open. It's a little, you know what? So we got to move these chairs back. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so open up this window.
Big window.
That is a huge window. They made that just about as big as they could without it coming down lower than the table. So really big window there. Also want to point out real fast, you have wood framing around the window, giving it
the entire window.
Yeah, giving it a much more residential feel. And then if you twist that knob there, go ahead and twist it.
Oh.
And that is how your windows open. So when you have a frameless window like what is on these Solitudes, that's how the windows open. It's pretty nice because it's going to let in very, very little moisture if you either choose to leave these windows open when it's raining outside or accidentally leave them open.
This air conditioning is awesome.
Yeah, it's over 90 degrees in Texas right now, and we are, pretty dang comfortable inside of here. So nice to be able to see how big these windows are, the amount of natural light you'll get. We did have them all down just to kind of demonstrate as well what it looks like with them all down there. And if you just let go, you'll be good. Cool. There you go. As we move down this way, I want to point out as well, another thing I really like with the Solitudes, your slide out flooring here is going to be pretty much seamless with where this is at. You can hardly tell that there's a flap there.
You cannot tell at all.
Yeah, it looks really, really good, really clean. And I do want to point out when you lift this up, you don't have like a wrapped subfloor underneath here. Unfortunately, it is just exposed wood that they paint black, but you do have a layer of foil insulation there. So at least they did something on that end. But I like this. I like this a lot better than carpet, and it looks seamless, looks really clean. Also want to point out 2 of your chairs here will fold up and can be stored in the closet, under the bed, things like that as well if you just want to have 2 chairs with that table. Then here, you're going to have your recliners. I like that these kind of double as a love seat as well. So you don't get that cup holder in the middle and that armrest, but you do get a love seat. It makes it easier to just snuggle up with your loved one there and enjoy a movie or whatever you may be doing.
Ooh.
Is it comfortable?
And they're cool.
Yeah. And then that's going to be your controls for the recliner. Sure, that will lay all the way flat. While you're reclining that back, we'll look at some of your storage in the armrest there. You can see you have a line storage pocket. Cup holders here. USB charging port right there. And then you don't have any heat and massage on here, but
it's okay. They lay all the way flat.
Yeah. Comfortable?
Comfortable.
Yep. And then from the seating position, you can see your TV there. Now, this is one of my critiques on this because this is a high-end luxury fifth wheel. Now, granted, we all hope that when you buy an RV like this, you're spending most of your time outdoors. But it is, understood that a lot of people will spend time watching TV or movies inside as well. And this is a small TV for a fifth wheel this size. That TV it's actually probably one of the smallest ones that you'll see in a fifth wheel this price point.
But this isn't a far distance. I feel like you could still watch Look, I think it looks further away in the video than it does in person.
It does, yeah, it does with the lens of the camera. I would say though, I know there's a lot of people that'll walk in this, especially if you walked in some other brands with a bigger TV and be like, ooh, that's looks pretty small. So if a TV size is very important to you, this may not be the right model for you, but just something to keep in mind. That does look to be about a 40 or 42 inch screen TV there.
But if you want tons of cabinet space and tons of seating, this is the one for you.
Yeah, yeah, and good quality as well.
Very good quality.
Yeah, you can even see things just like your slide out fascias and everything here, solid hardwood. You go into some other brands and this might be a wrapped wood here, or you can see like all the different staple holes and stuff like that that you really don't see in this Solitude. It looks much more clean and finished off than a lot of other brands.
I know I saw outlets behind.
Yeah, they're on the floor right there. Yep, so outlets back underneath there. Then we'll kind of work our way around this way where you have more outlets and USB ports right there. I would have liked to see a USB Type-C port on that, but can live without it. It is 2023. Hope to see that across the board here soon, across different brands. Huge storage space up through here, so no shortage of storage space up above your sofa. Does give you a little bit smaller window down underneath, but nonetheless, think about it too. I mean, you have windows all the way around, so you open all these up, you're going to have a ton of natural light coming in here, and you're going to have great views of whatever your environment is, wherever you decide to put this RV. Along this area, you have some nice, you know, almost more residential style looking lighting there.
And I love that the lighting matches the chairs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The legs on the chairs. It does match the framed out components of that light fixture as well. You have table side space on both sides of the sofa, and then lots of lighting in here as well with these lights and the lights up above. So I like that too. Now this does also make into a bed. I am going to show that even though you might not need it, but just want to show you kind of what that looks like because I don't always show this in videos, but because we got the ACs in here and it feels cool right now, I'm like, you know what, let's take the time to show it real fast. Very quick and easy. You just take off those back cushions, put these legs down. Ooh, that leg is in there nice and tight and secure. Put that down like so. Flip this down. Look at that. It's all the same material.
Wow.
That's actually something that we don't usually see. Usually this is like just some sort of black felt material. Same with this. And then this is like your leather. This actually is all the same material, making it just that extra bit of premium feeling to it. And then bed's probably about 6 feet long or so. With a lot of width here. I mean, you can see it's about the width of a king size bed, just not the length.
Because you're about 6'2".
Yeah,
so.
6'2", and then, I mean, if it was just me, I'd lay on it like this right here. But two people, you know, you might have your feet hanging off the end. So that's how this makes into a bed. Pretty much any sofa you ever see in an RV will make into a bed one way or another. And this in your higher end stuff is typically what you'll see with this tri-fold sofa here. Then putting it back is just as simple as it was taking it out. Just go like that there. And put your back cushions back in place.
That's extremely easy.
Yeah, takes literally 10 seconds. Storage on both sides of your sofa as well. And then that's pretty much it in that space. As we move this way, you're going to have a fireplace. Pretty interesting. It's a more traditional looking fireplace, which I know a lot of people will like that.
I like it.
Some people may also not like it. So let us know in the comments what you think about that style of fireplace. Definitely looks more traditional. Retractable TV. So when you put this down, see this is going to go down like so. And a pretty interesting spot for the speakers. You have a Rockford Fosgate audio system. So going to be one of the better audio systems you're going to find in a fifth wheel this size. And speakers are up underneath here. So they're a little bit tucked out of the way there, underneath that space. Another window here, so you have a window going out to your non-camp side. That is one of the benefits of this floor plan layout and the way that they designed this TV area, is you do get a window on your non-camp side, which a lot of other brands won't have. So have that flex option there. Storage across here, and then you can see electrical outlets in there as well. And then your audio controls all right here.
With some space on top.
Yep. Cool. All right, so as we move to the kitchen, one of the...
Soft close.
Yeah, soft close cabinets. Drawers, not soft close, but do have soft close cabinets. You get a designated pantry in here.
Ooh, got a lot going on.
Yep, got some lighting, adjustable shelving, trash bin in here, and then 3 pull-out shelves. Again, these are all solid hardwood as well. And then open that one up. That's going to be your biggest one there. So, or at least the front-facing area here is a solid hardwood. And then door here, they added this little strap there to make sure that doesn't fly open on you. And
I love the lighting inside.
yeah, looks really elegant. It's interesting in like these RVs, these higher end RVs, you get so many of those little features that like, man, I wish my house had lights inside the cabinet and stuff like that. So
Makes a difference.
Yeah, so I love that. This is something very curious your thoughts on. This stove here, you get the 4-burner Insignia stove and oven, but no countertop space around this area. So that is something where it's kind of where you get into that position with RVs where you can only ask for so much. With this style layout and how they're configuring everything, you just don't get that option for countertop space where this stove is put.
That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't
to, like,
leave
hold your pans?
Yeah, you're going to have to hold your handle, like have your handle sticking out this way so that you can hold them here. And it's a little bit confined in this space. But again, it's just to get all the extra space we're seeing everywhere else, it's just kind of how it goes.
Unless you just put the pan back here and you're only using one of them.
Yeah.
But it's like, then what's the point of having 4 of them?
Well, you can still have your handles just coming off this way.
It's going to be a
or
little
maybe
awkward.
back that way, and you're going to have to reach over them. But I don't know. It is a little bit of a weird thing. So, but let us know what you think about the position of that. If that's a deal breaker, if you could live with it, things like that. Down underneath here, you get the biggest oven you're going to find in a fifth wheel RV with this Insignia stove and oven, and then you'll have a little warming tray down underneath there. And then no storage around this space, but you're going to have a big residential sized microwave up above with storage above that space there. And then all your cabinetry is all solid hardwood, all stained hardwood, soft close on that one there. Nice hinges on everything. Everything feels quality and feels well built. Coming to the island, big countertop space here because they offset your sink. So your sink is going to be a kind of half split sink there, or a mini split on that. Then you have your solid surface sink covers. They go in place like so. Same material as the countertop. A little bit more of a geometric looking faucet. It gives it a little bit more of a modern finish on that. And then storage down underneath here. You have some split storage there with some shelves to the left and open to the right. And to the right of that, you have your pull-out drawers here. So 3 pull-out drawers there that are all the same size. Now look at the lighting on the island. Did you notice that? All the LED lights? Looks really nice. LED lighting underneath the island there. I don't think it's under the countertop, but just under the...
Just on the bottom.
Yeah, looks good though. Then as we move to the right here, you're going to have your Furrion refrigerator. Now this is something that we're seeing that's a little new for 2023, where this is a 12-volt refrigerator, but it's still a residential size. So it's running off your battery system. We saw the 2 solar panels on the roof, so that's going to help keep this running for you. But this has a ton of space in it. It has the ice tray, looks really nice. And then you have 2 trays here, so one that slides back and then storage underneath there.
Yeah, this is a really nice fridge.
It is. And it's just going to consume less power than a residential refrigerator, but still give you the same performance that you would expect from a residential refrigerator pretty much. So love that. I think it looks really clean. You let us know what you think about that as well. But we are a fan of that. And then storage up above there. Stay tuned. In a couple minutes, I'm going to show this with the slides closed so we can see what's accessible with the slides closed.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't know if you'll be able to get into any of these components here with the slides closed, but we're going to take a look. Then we come here and look at all of this storage.
This just looks gorgeous.
It does. It looks really, really nice. So you have all that storage there, soft close on all these cabinets, hooks for some keys in that space there, and then you can put some wine bottles here if they'll fit in that space. This is a different style of like finish on here, but feels really quality there. And then you do have a real tile backsplash behind the stove and oven.
Oh
So
yeah, we
back
didn't
up.
even look at that.
Yep, that's a real tile backsplash behind there.
I do love this color.
Yeah, looks nice. And then as you come back over here, you have your 4 drawers that pull out. Those all go across the top, and then cabinets that open down underneath. So lots of storage space all throughout here. And definitely no shortage there. Even this one goes all the way across. There's nothing blocking that space there or anything. So I think that all looks really good. And lots of storage space. Now, I want to point out as well, already with it being over 90 degrees outside here in Texas, you can see we've got this RV in under 30 minutes down to 74 degrees. So already very comfortable in here, which is surprising, getting really good performance out of the AC system. Your controls for everything are going to be in this position here, right when you walk in. So you'll have all your controls there on this fifth wheel and going to be manual switches. Let's go ahead and put these slides in and see what kind of space we have here. So if you want to stand over here to the side and then... Okay, so we didn't even have to actually put all the slides in here to confirm you're not getting into your living room space. You can kind of come over here and show it the camera. That slide out is blocking all of your access into that living room space. I mean, unless you wanted to crawl through this hole where the countertop is, you're not getting to that living room space with your slides closed. So if getting to your refrigerator, getting to seating or whatnot in your fifth wheel is required with a slide out for you, or with the slides in for you to purchase a fifth wheel, it's probably not the one for you. So just something to be aware of there. Also want to point out on your slide switches here, there are only 2 switches. There's slide 1 in and slide out 2 in. And this one here is actually controlling all of your hydraulic rack and pinion style slide outs. So that is your slide in the mid bunk and both of these slides. So you actually are going to have to hold this the entire time, and all 3 slides will come out one by one. So that is something to be aware of there as well, that you will have with this fifth wheel. Now we're going to get the slides back out and then finish up this video. Let's get to the mid bunk. We haven't even got to the mid bunk yet. Last couple things before we get to the mid bunk. First of all, down underneath here, you do have a floor sweep as part of your central vac system. So this basically is going to be like your central vac, but that acts as a dustpan. So you can sweep everything into this spot here, flip this up, it'll suck everything into your central vac there, into a bag. And then over here, I want to show you as well that you have a heat pump on one of your ACs. So this one here is actually going to also be a heat pump. You can see if I cycle through here, you can see heat electric. That's going to mean that it's actually going to generate heat from your AC system. So you have an electric heat source out of one of your ACs as well, which is good for, you know, those maybe like 50, 60 degree mornings where it's a little bit chillier, but not like super, super cold. Or if it's really cold and you just want that extra little bit of heat in here, it only works down to a certain temperature because that's just how heat pumps work. But that is something that is also in your AC system. Now, as we come into this mid bunk here, this space is just awesome. I mean, it feels really large in here. This 101-inch wide body construction really gives you that wider, bigger feel in here, especially compared to some other fifth wheels out there that are only 96 inches wide. So more room in here, no loft over this mid bunk. So if you don't need this loft space, that's a great addition to space that you get inside of here. You have your slide out here. Again, sofa that makes into a bed the same way that other sofa out in the living room did. Bunk up here as well that will flip up very easily, and it just latches into place. There's no... I love that they went to these spring-loaded latches so you don't have to actually hand maneuver those in to latch it.
That was so easy.
Yeah, you just have to use your hand to unlatch it, which is pretty easy to do. And then those are really solid here. You have windows all the way around. So window, 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 window. And the height in here is great because of the not having the loft. And then, of course, you get all of the storage space as well, where you have 3 drawers that pull out that are all the same size. So if you want to make this a bedroom for somebody, you can do so. You have all this storage space. This storage here is pretty interesting because it has a clothing rod there, and this is actually accessible from the hallway as well. So this could be either a coat closet, or it can hang, you know, t-shirts and other clothes like that as well. And then you have storage up above here. Now, I am a bit curious because this storage is accessible from the other side as well. But then across here, there's no cabinets in this space. And I can't remember if the 2022 model had cabinets here that connect to the cabinets on the other side. We'll show you those out in the hallway, but here, no accessible storage from this side there. You do have a pretty good sized desk space as well. This looks like it could fit a pretty decent sized monitor, definitely can fit a laptop, and then you have a quick, easy, accessible outlet there. If you wanted to remove this, it's going to be pretty easy to do so as well because it's just screws holding in all the frame supports around the perimeter. So you could take that out pretty easily if you want, and that's an option that you have as well. One thing that I'm a little bit weary of in here is how difficult it may be to get into this top bunk. It doesn't come with a ladder or anything that I'm aware of, and I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I'm going to try to do it just to see, but this is not, I don't even know if it's possible for me to get into this bunk by myself.
I don't think it is.
Because it's so confined. It's like I can't jump because I'm going to hit my head. And I literally feel like I need my dad to come lift me up in here to get into this bunk. Because I don't think...
I think if you're a little kid, it'd be a lot easier.
Okay. Oh, we did it. Okay. It is possible. We just had to figure it out. I had to know if it was possible or not. It actually wasn't as bad as I was making it seem. It was a little... You look, I'm seeing Adriana's face behind the camera. She looks very like, ugh.
It seems like you have to be 6'2" in order to do that.
Whoa, that's true. You have to be able to lift your leg up that high because you cannot jump. But if you're putting a little kid in here, you can just anticipate you may have to lift them up, help them down. I'm sure it's a lot easier to get down than it was to get up. But again, I have long legs. Oh, no. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I have long legs, so that makes it easier. But that's a pretty high up distance. I mean, if I was like a 4, 5, 6-year-old kid, that would be pretty dang intimidating how high up this is.
I wonder if you need to have that turned into a bed.
Oh, maybe that would help. I don't know. But yeah.
What are you about to do right now?
I'm trying to get down. Yeah, this is a little intimidating. I'm not going to lie.
Do you want me to turn this into a bed?
No,
so you can have a proper way to get down?
No, it's okay. I need to figure it out. I don't... Well, I feel like I just got myself stuck up here. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Wow.
if anyone in the comments knows of a easier way.
I mean, I feel like you just need a ladder. Because this is like, I feel like the only way is just to roll up. Because I don't have any ceiling height here to like prop myself up. Like, it's just my back hits. And so, I can't even jump out because it's so cramped. What did I do? This is terrible. So this is just...
Crying.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I just had to jump out. Oh my gosh, this is really...
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
And here we go. Like, I don't think there's a better way to get out of there. I really don't. Oh my gosh. Wow.
You figured it out.
I can only imagine any kid is going to need a ladder to get up into this bunk, or they're gonna need help every time. Or you could take this bunk out. Let's say you don't want it or don't need it. It's pretty easy to take out everything. It's all screwed in, so you can take out everything here and just have a sofa in this space as well. But wanted to show that because I knew it would be difficult to get in and out of there. I just never attempted it myself, and that just confirmed.
He waited to show y'all.
I did wait to show y'all. I didn't want to have a solution already in mind, so I just waited to see what happened. Want to point out, there's a Max Air vent fan in here. So you have a vent fan in here, plus you have your AC ducting coming into here as well. And then as we go up here, again, no loft up above this space, so you get all of this storage space that... I don't remember where the light switch is for it, but you have LED lights that line the perimeter of that as well.
Okay, but I'm like, how am I going to reach this?
This is where you're going to need your step stool for sure. Because, yeah, it's you can't even reach the handle, huh?
No.
Here, let's show. So me being 6'2", obviously, you know, I can reach it. But for Adriana being 5'6", it's, yeah, because of the magnet latch, don't even get enough leverage to open it.
It's a little difficult.
Yep, so you're going to need a step stool if you're probably under 5'10" to get to these cabinets, maybe 5'9". So that's that space there.
I did want to show this door.
Yeah.
This is a nice door.
It is a very nice looking door. Nice, has like a frosted glass to it. Mm-hmm. So that's a nice sliding door. And then you have all of your connected storage to the mid bunk area through here and up here as well. You have a grab handle going up the steps. You also have a motion activated light there as well. And then your hallway going up into your bathroom. we both are big fans of these Solitude bathrooms, especially the shower. And they added one great addition, I'm sure that was inspired by some other models we've seen out in the market coming for 2023 and 2024, where they added the LED light bar in the shower there. So you do have a light in the shower. So if you're actually showering at night, you still have a light source in that shower, which a lot of people don't consider because you shop for RVs during the day when you have things like skylights and vent fans that are letting in natural light, and you don't realize that it's going to be dark at night. So have a light there, and then look at this shower tower sort of mechanism here that has 4 different water sources on it. Looks great. 2 body shower heads there, the wand, and an overhead waterfall style shower head there, sorry. Fiberglass molded 1-piece shell here around your shower, and it does go all the way up to the ceiling line just about. So very good quality there. A lot of other showers cut their fiberglass like right here in other fifth wheel brands. So get that added wall protection. Again, love the LED light bar, and then you have your wood bench here as well that will flip up against the wall there. So you can have the maximum standing space or a seat to sit down. Spots here to put your different soaps and whatnot, and then I'm going to pass the camera off so that we can show how great the ceiling height is in here. Because normally in fifth wheels, and really any RVs in general, you need a skylight to really get that good ceiling height in the shower. No skylight in this shower, surprisingly, and still your ceiling height is probably about 6'6", 6'7" in this space, because Grand Design does something that we don't see from every brand, where this actually drops down to about the same level as your flooring here. So you have almost a foot deep tub if you plug this drain, and they run that plumbing down underneath the floor line, which a lot of other fifth wheels, they just run it in this area here. So they elevate the tub up so they can run all the plumbing down underneath there. Grand Design found a different way to go about this to give you a much better ceiling height. Also allows me to tilt this up and not have to duck to get underneath the shower head there. So love that. Again, I'm 6'2", actually about 6'1" without my shoes on. And the ceiling height in here is just great. So love that. Coming here, stainless steel sink, so good quality, black faucets, storage in the medicine cabinet. You also have your water heater controls for your tankless water heater in the bathroom. A lot of brands will do this in like the living room or places that are not nearly as convenient. Outlet down underneath here.
Great amount of countertop space.
Yep. Storage through here. And then you have a porcelain toilet. So nice, good quality toilet with plenty of room. You can see I have plenty of room to move around. Even if I weighed another 100 pounds, I don't feel like I'd be confined in this space there. And some storage back behind here. So that's going to be where you can roll up or fold a lot of your towels and things like that and put them back in that space. Now, you don't have the best vent fan ever here. You get 2 different Max Air vent fans, but in the bathroom, they kind of cheaped out a little bit on the fan and didn't give you the Max Air vent fan in this space, unfortunately. But as we move to the bedroom, really like the bedroom as well. King size bed here in the bedroom.
Why does that look so comfortable?
Right.
Like, it looks so thick.
Yeah, it is a good mattress that they use on here, considering... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I think
the cover's just good.
Yeah, it comes with a good cover. The mattress is... it's not the best. It's not the best. Something you might want to consider upgrading. But that being considered, I feel like it's a really cozy bedroom, though. It definitely feels like good space. Lots of floor space because, again, you have that 101-inch wide body construction. So even with only one slide out in the bedroom, plenty of floor space here. You get a nice TCL Roku TV there with a very thin bezel, which I think makes it look a lot more modern, which modern in RVs is something that you don't get often. So I like to see that there's a little bit more of a modern touch on that. Open this up, you have that hidden storage down underneath here. So added that in as well. And then you have 6 drawers that pull out. These are all going to be the same size drawers. And then I like what they do under the bed here as well. You actually have 2 drawers that are accessible with your bed down. That way you get some usable storage without having to lift your bed up. However, if you want to lift your bed up, you still have that additional storage as well. Whoops, accidentally ripped some of that plastic on the bed because of that magnet latch. But you have storage down underneath there as well. That is going to be a little bit more secluded.
This is so nicely done.
Yep, and
Ooh.
More storage down underneath there as well. So
I told y'all there was a lot of storage in here.
there is. And I like that Grand Design, it just feels like they put more thought into their fifth wheel. I mean, there's a lot of different little things like your shelving in the closet. I mean, look
don't
at this.
get me started on this closet.
Like, it feels purposeful. It feels like they didn't just try to put something together as cheaply as they can. It actually feels like they really put thought into what they're designing, and we love that. So you have the shelf up above, clothing rod in there as well, and all that shelving. You can put shoes, you can put pants, you can fold shirts, you can put all kinds of stuff on that shelving. And then you still have your washer dryer connections as well. If you want to do a full stackable washer and dryer, it will fit in this space here, or this can just be additional wardrobe storage. You have shelves that can go in there as well and can be used for many different functions in that space. A few different outlet spots. You have outlet here, and then outlets on the side of the bed are, ooh.
They're on top.
Oh, right there. There they are. I was like, they better have outlets here. Yeah, outlet here, USB ports there. And then you have bedside tables here. Curious your thoughts, people watching, on the bedside tables here being next to the bed. That's kind of a...
If you watched some other videos of ours, you would know that I am not a fan of this.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hazard for knocking
I would
your
remove
head.
it.
Yeah, a little bit of a hazard for knocking your head there. But it is a spot to put your phone, put a glass of water, whatever it may be. Nice looking headboard.
Love the headboard.
And love that you have the 3 windows all the way around. And then that is pretty much it. So let's walk back down. Oh, also want to point out 2 more things. One spot here, if you want to install Wi-Fi in your RV, this does have the Winegard satellite on the roof. So you can get a Wi-Fi router that would connect right here in the roof. And love that they add the magnet latch. Again, or something you just don't see in a lot of other fifth wheels, where when you close this, it's going to catch right there. So it doesn't hit the door, or it doesn't hit the wall, I mean, and it holds the door open. So you have that as well. As we walk back down this way, very curious your thoughts. Let us know what you think about this fifth wheel. If it's something that you would consider camping in or living in full time yourself. And then if you are interested in this fifth wheel, you can text us at the number on the screen. Again, we're here at McClains RV in Corinth, Texas, just outside of Denton, which is north of Dallas. McClains also has 4 other locations, 4 in total in Texas, and then 1 in Oklahoma. So those locations are convenient for you. You see something that you like out of this fifth wheel, or maybe you're just ready to start seriously shopping for an RV and you would like our help, you can text us at the number on the screen, and we'll make sure that you have a more enjoyable and memorable experience with getting into your RV. So text us at the number on the screen. Go check out firmlyunbound.com, learn what it means to live firmly unbound.
And until next time, live firmly unbound.